Alright, this is Shiggity episode 5 brought to you by Raid Devil Splicers Xbox Clan, the clan that has aimbot but won't admit it. We're here with brand new co-hosts Scott Evil and Lord of the Tides. What's up, boys?
Howdy.
Good evening.
So, obviously, we've had a horrible weekend in comp this weekend because bullshit crayon eating titans want to run around and shotgun ape all day. So my question is, why the fuck is Bungie bringing back Felwinter's Lie instead of nerfing it?
I think it's just so basically everybody has the chance to use it at this point, isn't it? Let everyone get the feel of smashing everybody up with shotguns. I mean, I don't blame them. I use the shotgun personally myself now, and it's great.
It is great.
It's not right, but it's great.
I think I would have rather seen a hardcore nerf to it than just give it to everyone.
Exactly.
That's for sure.
Yeah, agreed.
When they give it to everybody,
I think that would have been a better way to go.
When they give it to everybody, it's just going to turn into nothing but Felwinters and PvP. And Bungie, I understand you guys don't give a fuck about PvP, but for the love of fuck, whichever two brain cell titan you got working on your dev team, you need to fire his ass. Whoever thought that was a good fucking idea and thought it would balance the game, you need to fucking fire his ass. I don't give a fuck, dude. You guys thought that was a great idea? No. How about you nerf your fucking crutch weapon instead of fucking relying on it in trials and in comp to make the dev team look good at comp? I guarantee you fucking put one of those devs on this console and I'm gonna whoop his fucking ass with Skyburner's Oath. Come at me with your fucking Felwinters, dude. You guys are trash cans at the fucking game. Nerf your favorite weapons. Get rid of them. Fuck you. Alright? That's how I feel about your fucking broken ass piece of shit game and your dev team right now.
Here's one thing, like a thought I have in the back of my mind is how, Destiny likes to give you something, but then backhandedly hurt you at the same time. They may very well give the gun to everyone and then nerf it as it comes out. And I'm kind of holding out for that. Because they're notorious for doing shit like that.
If they don't nerf the fuck out of that gun and absolutely ruin it like they did the Mountaintop, PvP is going to be in a worse state than it was when Stasis came out.
Yeah, this is the issue I have with Bungie, though. It's the game itself is good. The PvP is good.
Trash.
There is nothing wrong with it. The fact that they single-handedly just ruin it by adding these odd weapons here and there, like every other season, like Mountaintop Broad for season on end, and now it's the Felwinter again. It is stupid, the fact that they are keep on saying, oh no, we are still keeping like Crucible as a backhanded project. It's like, it's blown up. Like, Crucible now is probably one of the best PvP game types, and probably in most of it. Obviously, Battle Royales, they're on the Battle Rumbles or whatever they are. They're their own little like clique. But as for PvP wise, Destiny is definitely up there with like skill based players. So having something like that, and they keep saying, "Oh, it's a backhand project." It's actually starting to piss me off a little bit because it's not anymore. A lot of people play it. Probably a good chunk of their player base is now playing it, and yet they still treat it as such. And that's what pisses me off with Bungie at the moment.
Destiny has gotten to the point for me personally where it's just not fun to play PvP anymore. And I used to love PvP. Like, the last few weeks were great, and then this week really just showed me how much Bungie truly cares about their fucking servers, their PvP. The lag. I mean, I know it's not.
It's been outrageous.
It's been outrageous. The new hunter mask, and I'm a hunter fucking main, dude. So this was like going to be my best friend, but I haven't got it personally. But I can tell you right now from personal experience, that thing needs fucking nerfed. It has been nerfed. It's still insane. Speaking of nerfs, they obviously nerfed the Warlock alt, and now they are not alt, but melee, which they are now increasing the projectile increased by 37%. I believe that is what range, and then they have decreased the range, or like the short range of being able to fire it at somebody within close proximity by 39%, which
is a big deal.
Yeah, it is a big deal, but it's not. I mean, it's a big deal for the Warlocks. Good on the Warlocks. They definitely needed something to bring them back. Um, Personally, the only problem I have with Warlocks, and it's the same thing I've had for years now, the Celestial Fire aspect is what I like to call it. Being able to throw your melee ability out and it just track. And
Yeah, they shouldn't be able to track, but then they'll
yeah,
say that the same thing with the gunslinger's knife. That
well, that
thing,
doesn't
as
track
much as no
either.
one, the aim
Yeah,
assist on that though is very,
Mm,
very
I
close to
don't know.
tracking.
that's true. The aim assist is pretty heavily strong with throwing throwable objects, but it's still like my problem with it is it tracks like Jotun. It goes around walls and corners
Yeah,
and shit like that. And when it's stasis, it freezes you. And obviously, the freeze doesn't last super long. But when you have fucking shotgun apes bum rushing you all the time, and the freeze does not matter. If you get froze, you're dead. If you
Yeah,
manage to get
yeah.
lucky and they get distracted with something else because their ADHD kicked in, um, you live. But nine times out of 10, when you get frozen from a warlock from around a corner, you're dead. I mean, I don't think the freeze needs to be nerfed or anything like that. I just think the tracking on that fucker needs to be nerfed. If you don't have direct line of sight, the tracking should stop. Like,
Yeah, well, okay, yeah, and you bring up a good point, but I think tracking in general is a little bit aggressive on all things. Like
agreed.
Jotun, for example, I mean, there's any ability or weapon
Mm.
that tracks. I think the tracking ought to be maybe helpful, but not fucking like you said,
it
go
should be
around
like how
bodies.
a bow tracks, for an example. Like as
Right.
much I am a bow user. The bow does track a little bit. It should be as aggressive as that,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
And
Nothing more, nothing less.
it seems that all Bungie wants to make is weapons that have the truth aspect. The first time we saw a weapon that had true tracking that was insane was the truth back in Destiny 1. Obviously, the truth wasn't heavily used in Destiny 1, but it is heavily used in Destiny 2. And ever since Destiny 2 launched, we've seen tracking weapons come left and right, such as, I mean, Celestial Fire is not a tracking weapon, but Celestial Fire and the ice shards that you can shoot now. Jotun, Truth, the new Eyes of Tomorrow, Warcliff Coil, which is an absolutely Warcliff Coil has needed a nerf for the longest time. I understand that they look at it as a PvE weapon, but for somebody that's in comp and a guy just point Warcliff Coil in a general area and get a triple kill with it when your team is fucking 15 meters apart or more is
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Uh, so it takes an exotic slot. You have to make sacrifices. Yeah, well, Fellwinter's Lie should be a damn exotic if it's going to be that powerful. But it's a legendary. So you can run fucking Warcliff Coil, goddamn run Fellwinter's Lie, and then... Is Fellwinter's Lie kinetic or is it a energy?
It's an energy type.
What is Trusty?
Energy.
Okay. I didn't know if it was primary or not. You could run a 7th Seraph revolver pistol, Fellwinter's Line, and Warcliff Coil, and you would be unstoppable. I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah. But then it's another thing that only certain people. It's a past weapon. You could only get it in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree that they should bring it to everybody, especially a gun that powerful.
They should
Like
have brought
everyone.
it in with this Tuesday's update, or
Yeah,
this Iron Banner update last week. They should have brought it in with that, but they decided to
Yeah.
give us a quest for a fucking emblem. By the way, Bungie, that was bullshit. A long 6-step fucking quest for an emblem? For an emblem,
Yeah, it was
bro? You
weak.
could have
Very
brought
weak.
back Point of the Stag. You could have brought back Fellwinters. You could have brought back new weapons instead of renaming the weapons. But
oh,
no, you wanted to take the shortcut. I don't think Bungie quite understands the community support behind their game. We will wait for quality content. We will gladly wait for quality content instead of having the same fucking guns every season, instead of having the same fucking armor every season. with new DLCs, you should bring all new shit. We paid $60 fucking for this DLC for what? A handful of new armors and guns, and then some old exotics that came back in a raid, in a decent campaign. But the loot pool was nothing but old shit. Why not just fucking get rid of all the old shit, get it out of your game, make the game size smaller, and then it'll run better because there's less fucking entities in the world, and just create all new armor sets and weapons. Give us a fresh new feeling to the game instead of the same old shit every season. That's what I would like to see them do. They did say,
I read that that interview they had. I mean, this was probably a week ago, and I know that they have hired more people to work on the weapon development.
I hope so. I hope that's true.
They did say they increased the staff size because they were worried. They were concerned about, you know, they heard the feedback. So I do know that Bungie listening, and whether or not their execution is good, I think, you know, they are definitely trying to address some of these issues.
Yeah, but how much you want to bet that everything that they do will be for the PvE team? Again, nothing will help us out in the PvP sector.
They need to hire a dev team that just focuses on PvP. What I would like to see, and I know this will probably never happen, if Bungie, if you ever listen to this podcast, if this ever becomes a thought in your mind, I would like to see 2 different sets of codes in the game. Okay? You have PvP buffs and nerfs, and then you have PvE buffs and nerfs. That would not only, I know that would be hard to do, it would also increase the file size. But I'm not worried about file size. Fuck, we got fucking 250 gigabytes of Cold War on next-gen consoles. I'm not worried about file size. What you guys need to do is create 2 different codes. It would keep both communities happy. The PvE side would have their strong, let's say, mountaintop and other guns. And then they would be weaker in PvP. But it would keep both communities happy. Like, you could nerf this gun, but not nerf it in PvE. But 2 different file codes. It would work. It would be easier for both communities, and you would make PvP a much better place to be in, because right now PvP is, to me, it's the toxicity levels are, and I've been toxic myself, I'm not gonna lie. I get so fucking angry right now playing survival that I've resulted into playing like Iron Banner, and I hate 6v6 game modes. I fucking hate it, but I was having fun in it because I used to have fun in survival, and now survival is just bullshit all the time. It's the same fucking shit, just shotgun runners all day long.
The thing is, what we have to remember, though, I mean, I'm not trying to back them up, because realistically, these problems should have been fixed fucking months ago. But the lag has been around, and as soon as the lag dies down, the Felwinter, it is going to be a powerful weapon, but it will be nowhere near as bad as it is now.
That's true.
The only reason why the Felwinter is doing so much damage in the Crucible is because of like the 2-second lag. Yeah. Half the time you get shot by it, and then you're thinking, "Oh, I got away with that," and then boom, next thing you know, and bullet registering. Fuck me, the amount of fucking bullets you're firing at the moment that just don't register, even though you're fully on top of them. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We've all watched each other when we've been dead and then whatnot, and the amount of times we've hit people and it still doesn't register. This all needs fixing.
Agreed. I mean, as angry as I am with Bungie right now, I understand that they're all working from home. They're not the largest fucking company in the world. Ever since they lost Activision, they don't have half the resources or the server stability that they used to have.
So they're making money, though.
Yeah, they're making money.
They can get resources.
There's been, I've heard some rumors on Reddit that SRL may be making a return.
Yeah, I wish it would, but
I hope it does, man. SRL, make it a standalone gameplay. Make Amanda Holiday a vendor. You could create your own custom sparrows and shit, depending on what you wanted it to be. Like, it would be a great game mode. It would be played all the time.
It'd be a great break from, like, when we get frustrated.
Exactly. It would be a nice little fucking... I loved SRL, man. When SRL came out in Destiny 1 for the first time, I shit you not, I played it for the week straight. That's all I played was SRL all day long. I loved SRL. It was a different feeling. Like, it's just something we needed in the game. It's a good break, you know, it's a good breakthrough from all the bullshit.
Yeah, but I would say that's what Iron Banner's for.
Oh, Iron Banner comes back once a month. We have no new fresh shit in the game. Oh my god, we got a new raid. The raid's already stale. We've already done it, dozens of times. Everybody's done it dozens
I
of times.
wouldn't say the raid's stale. I just think, to be honest, I think
it's not
we
stale,
could be
but
asking too much at the end of the day. Like we've played the shit out of the game. Let's be honest. If you're a
yeah,
casual player, they've still got loads of people will still have loads to do. We are big players of the game at the end of the day, and
oh
there is
yeah,
a lot. So I'd have to disagree. Like I'm not being funny, but what game release weekly bits and bobs? So like the Hawk Moon's
Sea of
been
Thieves.
released this week. But do they do that weekly? Do they release it like an exotic weapon? If they keep
They
this up what they're doing
release
now, I
Sea of
won't be
Thieves.
complaining.
Sea of Thieves has released monthly content, brand new content, all new shit every single month.
That is also owned by Microsoft, and they're one of the biggest
Yeah,
companies in the
but
world.
it's
So.
mostly Rare that's working on it. It's not just Microsoft. I mean, Microsoft has a small part in Sea of Thieves. Yeah, they're the studio behind it, but in reality, at the end of the day, it's the Rare devs that are working on the game. And if you go to like Sea of Thieves YouTube page, every week they have a podcast where they talk about the new shit, the problems, and everything like that in the game, and then they release brand new content at the end of like the beginning of every month. They have something new to keep the game fresh and going. I wish that Bungie would do something like that. Give us something new to do each month. Like whether it's a small little quest step that gives us more insight on the story, or a small little PvP event, not like Iron Banner, but like just give us something. A trial. Trials is supposedly making a return on the 18th of December, which will be next week, couple weeks from now. I don't even know what today's date is. Next week.
And that's again a maybe.
Yeah, and that's a maybe. They said that it will. They said that it will be making a return. They highlighted that in the TWAB. One thing I want to talk about though, as far as nerfs and buffs go, is the Iron Banner Scout Rifle. That thing is cracked. Like, it's insane.
I personally not used it, to be fair.
Scott's used it. I've had it used against me. You can't snipe at it. The flinch on it. The only thing that bothers me about it is the flinch. When you get hit by that thing, dude, you flinch so much. You can hardly land hand cannon shots on him with a 180. The thing outguns most guns in the game right now. Auto rifles, man, don't stand a chance against it. The only gun that does stand a chance against it is pretty much Summoner. And that's because you can land literally perfect headshots with it. At least with mine, you can. Mine has zero recoil whatsoever. That's why when I pull out Summoner, almost all my kills with it are straight up headshot kills, because it has no recoil and I can just land those consistent headshots all day long. That Scout is crazy good right now, and the only thing I would nerf on it would be the flinch, because even with flinch mods, I still can't hit the fucker and kill him before he kills me.
Yeah, the only drawback is talking about Trusty.
Yeah, Trusty.
The only drawback is that you do have to land like 5 headshots to get a kill with it.
I mean, it's Ollie in the background.
Yeah, sorry, you're dealing with dogs.
You're good, dude. You're good. We understand how pets can be.
But yeah, I mean, so it's not exactly like a finisher weapon. If somebody's trying to stand there and go toe to toe with you, then yeah, you probably have an advantage. But you can't peak shot with it like you can some of the slower firing.
Like Skyburner's Oath and Jade Rabbit and shit like that. Right. Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah, because if you're peeking and shooting again, I mean, they're healing up faster than you have to really commit to finishing them off.
So I actually haven't had Trusty drop for me yet. All I keep getting is shit rolls on my hand cannon. Is it anything like Randy's? Because when I see
Yeah.
it used against
I
me,
mean,
that's
it
what I get.
basically is Randy's.
That's what I figure. Is it full auto?
Yeah, it can be. I
Yeah,
don't
you
use
Okay.
it
can
in
get a
full
roll on
auto.
it.
I personally don't like full auto scouts, although Skyburner's Oath is technically full auto. It doesn't fire like a full auto.
I just pull the trigger, dude. I even do
Alright.
that with Last Word. I don't use the full auto mode. I like to kind of place my shots.
Speaking of last word, I don't remember if it was you guys with me or Viper and someone else, but we had a match where this Titan was just staying up at the skybox and absolutely just killing people with last word.
Can relate. I do that all the time.
And it was like this guy was flying permanently. Like he would not touch the ground and he would just nail you. It didn't matter what weapon. I was hitting him with Summoner and just would get nowhere near his health. Last
Nice.
Word's aim assist is fucking crazy right now. Last Word is definitely really strong right now. Stronger than it's ever been in past seasons, I would say.
It's the fastest time to kill in the game.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you
I
run
enjoy it. I definitely enjoy it.
Last Word's a fun gun. Not everybody can pick it up and use it because, you know, it's not like
it's
everybody
tough
hip
to use.
fires. Yeah.
Definitely one of my favorites.
It was my favorite hand cannon exotic until Ace of Spades came out in D1. But speaking of Ace of Spades with Memento Mori active is crazy good. You can
A little bit cracked again this season.
it is. It's crazy good this season. You can absolutely melt supers with Memento Mori active, especially if you have the catalyst and you just land headshots and get that explosive damage. It's gross. Thorn also seems to be pretty good. Hold on. Let's talk about bows real quick. So, Monarch seems to be more powerful this season than it's ever been.
Yeah, there's a lot of builds out there at the moment where I think if you get like a charge of light aspect and everything like that, you can one shot people.
Yep.
It's the only bow in the actual game though where you can get a one shot with. So a lot of people will be running that when they're charged with light.
Yeah, me and Scott and Viper ran into a guy last night that was running that, and he was just landing consistent headshots all day long. Did not miss a single headshot, and he was just poisoning me and Viper because me and Viper were grouped up, and then I think they ended up winning that game. It was a rough night.
Can't trust those bow users, that's for sure.
Yeah, especially with the aimbot accusations going on right now. I definitely think that there are aimbot hackers right now in console Destiny. Number one.
Again,
Well, we know that there's controller mods.
yeah, I'd probably say it's more of a controller hack, if anything. It's really difficult to
Which
hack
they
on
won't ban
consoles.
people for using, even though they really need to, because it makes the game unfair. Oh, you could just go out and buy one. Well, some of us don't like using fucking modded controllers to win games, you know what I mean? Like, some of us actually have fucking skill. We ran into the guys last week that were using sniper rifles and had 100% headshot accuracy. Like, every time he would kill somebody, I looked at the feet. Headshot, headshot, headshot. And the guy ended up with like 30 plus sniper kills because he would run up and be like 5 feet from you and just quick scope.
Yeah, that's
Headshot.
the thing that gets me is people that if you're running at someone and jumping or doing some evasion, and they still manage to headshot you at 10 meters, no.
I can't even do that even when I was using Beloved religiously.
Yeah, a lucky shot.
Right.
I would say every now and again you get a lucky shot, but if it is continuous, it is a bit sus.
And that's the thing about that match. And it was against the Raid Devil Splicers, like I mentioned in the beginning of the podcast, with them, the aimbot clan that won't admit they aimbot. And they got super defensive in the messages. I sent them messages. They got super defensive about, oh, they're not aimbotting. Yeah, yes, you were, dude. I understand lucky shots. I get lucky shots occasionally, too, where I'll just quick scope somebody and then I'll be like, oh, that happened. No, this kid hit every single shot.
Yeah.
He would slide around corners of walls and then hit you in like not even a tenth of a second. He would jump, hit you. It didn't matter what you were doing. He would hit you. It was the guy obviously was using some sort of hacks. Nobody in console Destiny has 100% sniper accuracy. Nobody. I mean, nobody even on PC has 100% sniper accuracy. And he
Nice.
wasn't hitting bodies. He was not hitting body shots whatsoever. It was all headshots. That's not luck. That's suspect as fuck.
So, like, speaking of PC, you guys know crossplay is coming next year,
Yep.
and I mean we're almost into next year, so I'm guessing it's going to be pretty
It's
soon.
it's coming within. I think they said season 14. What season are we in right now? 12.
12.
Oh yeah, 12.
We're in 12. So
So in
season.
6 months.
Yeah, roughly 6 months, probably around the July area, June area, whenever season 14 actually comes out is when we'll see crossplay. The only thing I'm going to say about crossplay, I'm not worried about crossplay being a thing. I don't care. I'm all for it. The only thing I want to see Bungie do before crossplay comes out is get rid of the recoil on console. That's
Yeah,
all
that
I'll
is a
say.
worry.
That's the only thing I'm worried about is the recoil on console.
Or
That
give PC players recoil.
exactly.
It's got to be one or
Exactly.
the other.
It can't be both. Like you can't have recoil on console and then not have recoil on PC. It'll just break the game.
I'm
Um,
sure they'll think of something. My only worry is obviously they're gonna have. If you've got a new console, brilliant! Congratulations, guys, for actually getting a hold of one.
right.
Um, because obviously they've got the field of view, which is now going to be a lot bigger. That's going to be especially for PvP players. That's going to be a huge thing for them.
Oh yeah.
They're also going to be running at 60 FPS.
And
So
that's already in effect, by the way, for
yeah, I know,
people.
100%. My only thing about that is that if that is the case, are they going to keep it onto just the new consoles only, or is it going to be obviously the Xbox Ones, the PS4s? Are they going to drag all the old consoles into it?
They said that it. They said in the notes specifically that crossplay would be coming to all consoles and PC, like all platforms. They specifically said all consoles. So I'm gonna assume that that also includes PS4 because PS4 and Xbox One are not gonna die on Destiny until the next DLC. They've already said that Beyond Light is the last DLC to be on this console. So if we're gonna want to continue Destiny, we're gonna have to get the new consoles or build a PC, um, or buy a PC pre-built, whatever you choose to do. Personally, as a PC nerd, I would not ever get a pre-built, but that's a whole nother
Hey,
topic for another
you know
day.
something weird that just happened to me?
What's up?
I got a Prime Ingram in my Postmaster and pulled it out, and it turned into an exotic Ingram. And I took it to the, or no, I pulled it out and took it to the Master Wahoo and decrypted it, and it turned into an exotic Ingram. Then it's sent to my Postmaster, and I went and opened it, and it turned into an enhancement core.
What the hell? All right, Bungie giving us shit again.
They're making me believe that they've released a beta game.
All right.
What
Here's an
the
exotic
hell,
engram out of your
dude?
prime engram. Oh, never mind. It's just an enhancement core. Couldn't have made it an upgrade module? Come on, Bungie.
Jesus Christ.
That's okay. I've been farming my pinnacles, right? And my pinnacles have been dropping at the same light level as my armor already is. I got my pinnacle
Yeah.
for Gambit this week, and it was my helmet is 1254, and I got a 1254 helmet. I'm like, what
I
the
thought
hell is that,
somebody
dude?
else said something about that.
I think Pinnacles might be a little busted at the moment because I literally have not gained any light level this week off of my Pinnacles.
Tell me something that's not busted right now. Name one thing in the game, you guys.
I mean, all you got to do is go onto Bungie's Twitter, and it's like, with a problem, we have occurred a problem with this. We have a problem with this. Oh, guys, just
Did you
just
see
a little problem with this thing.
Did you see that they disabled? I think it was transversive holds or whatever it was because warlocks were using Rift off the side of the map, and it was like creating some bug in the game where they would be overpowered and they could just do like infinite rifts or something like that.
Shit.
Uh,
No, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I read that in one of the patch notes. I can't remember if it was the Schwab or if it was the. I don't remember where I read it at. I know it's in this week's section, but yeah, apparently Warlocks would be able to bust a rift on the side of the map, like where the kill box is, and just sit there.
Wow.
Which I actually witnessed firsthand in last night in survival when that Warlock fell off the map. He was standing on top of the kill box, just walking around, and I'm like, where the hell is this guy? I looked down off the map, and he's just sitting there, and I killed him. I was like, what the hell is that guy doing there? And he kept going back there trying to get that. That's the match where we were on that. I think it's a Venus map. It was originally a Venus map on D1. The one with like bees on that outside platform. It's got the tunnel and then heavies. You know what I'm talking about. They're like the caves and shit, and then everywhere else is open. I can't remember the name of that map. Something Shore. No, I don't remember.
Distant Shore.
Distant Shore. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the guy was standing on top of the kill box, just walking around like as if nothing was happening. It was very weird. I'm like, what the fuck is going on now? Some weird shit.
That's the thing, man. Everybody just wants to find the easiest way to play this game. With the least amount of effort. That's why they run around with the Felwinners, because quick kill, it's easy way to play. You know, they want to find a glitch so they don't have to fucking beat a boss or, find a glitch so that they can be OP'd in PvP. But it's like everybody's just so fucking lazy instead of just playing the game for playing the game. I mean, it's like it's a game. Play by the rules, or find something else to fucking play.
So, this week we did get Prophecy back, and the only changes I have noticed with Prophecy is that there's more fog. No, there's more fog in the desert. Because if you look around, if you go back to last season in the Prophecy, you could see the cubes in the background perfectly with no problem. Now, if you go back into the Prophecy, there's fog everywhere, and you can barely see like the corners of the cubes.
Sounds about right.
That's the only difference I saw in the Prophecy. Otherwise, it's still dropping powerful gear. It drops a pinnacle after you kill the boss, but it's not masterworked. I would have liked to see it been masterworked. That would have been nice, but I guess we're still just gonna have to get our masterworks from Pit of Heresy.
Yeah, that was kind of annoying. They should really swap those around.
Mm-hmm. Another thing, I watched a cool video the other day. It had to do with the Last Wish raid. You know how you used to have to fly over and missile Titan over to get that secret chest from where the bridge was missing? I actually watched a video where the guys used they had a team of 6. Everybody was running that new ice grenade launcher, and they built a bridge across. They just kept stacking the ice until they got across it.
Smart.
Yeah. That was a
Salvation
pretty cool video.
Script's actually useful for something.
Right, exactly. I was like, wow, that's actually
It's found its purpose.
Yeah, I wonder if it could be used for anything else, like glitching out of the map. I would like to try it on...
I think there's one thing that we are missing this week. Obviously, the Hawk Moon has been released.
And it's disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, why release an exotic with random rolls?
It's curious to me as well, because I wonder, since they're releasing Hawkmoon with random rolls, I wonder if other guns, like future exotics, are also going to release with random rolls. It would be cool. It would be a cool concept to get random rolls on exotics, especially since, we have random rolls on armor exotics. Why not have random rolls on exotic weapons? Another thing I want to see is let us apply shaders to freaking exotic weapons. We can do it to armor. Why not freaking weapons?
They probably expect you to buy ornaments on that. Microtransactions for the win.
Yeah, that's true. It's probably why they have less armor ornaments than they do weapon ornaments.
Yes.
Personally, I would just like to walk around with a pink Skyburner's Oath and fuck people up with it, but, Bungie's ruining my dreams. What else do we have to talk about
I was
here?
quite disappointed with the Hawk Moon overall. I mean,
it's good, but it's not that good. It's nowhere near as good as it was in D1, that's for sure. With Luck in the Chamber and all that, I would have liked to see Luck in the Chamber be the perk instead of the last bullet. Just surprise me with a random bullet.
It's just, why pull that shit? Like, why make an amazing weapon in D1 and then, have this big, massive, huge release for it and then fuck it in the ass, really, haven't they?
Yeah.
They've just really screwed us over. I mean, fair enough that they are doing well by releasing a little bit DRC weekly who knows what they bring this time around? Probably nothing. Just like, oh, we're going to give ourselves a 2-week
Right.
break. I just want them to stop releasing extra DLC just for a little bit and fix everything that's wrong. They need more time on that, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah.
Because the way it's gonna see it is they're just gonna start adding broken bits to the game, like more broken stuff, and then everyone's just gonna be complaining.
I
So
would have
fingers
liked.
crossed.
I would have liked to see. I mean, it was cool to do the Hawkmoon quest though, like to see Crow's little bedroom that he made to escape from Spider, and then he was.
With his toilet.
Yeah, he was working on something in there.
Toilet.
Yeah, I saw the toilet. He was also repairing something, and I have a feeling that whatever he's repairing is going to help him disable his ghost.
Yeah, he should have really repaired that toilet though, because that looks clogged.
Yeah.
There was a. Did you guys see the data mined video of the Crow and Spider?
No.
No.
Where, so I mean, spoiler alert.
That's all right.
But someone had data mined a video. It wasn't a finished video, like none of the rendering was there, but it's got the voice acting, and it's got, it shows you basically talking to Spider and working out a deal to release the Crow, and then he leaves with you from Spider's hideout
to the tower
at the end of the cutscene. I mean, so that's pretty much.
We all saw it coming. Let's be honest. The next thing you know, he'll be like the next Hunter Vanguard, and we'll be like, "Yeah, cool. Now we take orders from a guy that killed the other one." But
yeah,
that's the way I can see this is going. Because Crow, obviously, in D1, well, I think before even Destiny became a thing, the Crow was meant to be one of the main characters. It was meant to be just as big as the Stranger, but so maybe this is his way to squeeze into the storyline, and he'll become the new Hunter Vanguard, maybe. Who knows?
Forbes had a pretty good article on the Crow. If you guys do a search for it, a guy wrote a whole article just about him.
Did you guys see anything about Cade 6 at all with the whole Exo factory?
No.
Me neither, and that was pretty disappointing. I figured they would have left something about Cade's making or anything like that. I mean, I know Cade was originally a human.
Yeah, but we don't know his actual name, do we?
Exactly.
We don't even know if he was actually called Cade. Because obviously there's millions of people changed into Exos, supposedly anyway. So just trying to find one guy that's name will not be Cade is going to be extremely hard, regardless.
Yeah. Well,
it could be Anna Bray.
Anna Bray was Cade.
Or the Exo. Or it could be the Exo Stranger.
The Exo Stranger was originally human and was the first to go into the trials for the Exo. She volunteered to be an Exo.
She became best friends.
Mm-hmm. Which makes me wonder, since she volunteered, how many people didn't volunteer? How many people did Clovis Bray just capture, kidnap, and force to become an Exo? I can see him doing that.
I don't know, we're going to ask Banshee.
Yeah, let's just go ask Banshee. I'm pretty sure they probably wiped their memory.
Yeah, well, that's why he doesn't remember anything, does he? He's been wiped by 44 times.
Mm-hmm. Where did I put those data logs? Yeah. I don't know. With the dawning coming, there's some new sparrows they showed in the trailer. They can grind on freaking rails and shit. That's going to be fun.
Maybe Chuckle having a look at the Xenophage, being like, I believe it's one of Erismorn's fire team, isn't it? Like the Xenophage is made from.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember his name. Come on, it'll come
Call
to
under
me.
NATO or whoever it is. I can't remember.
Nah, it's. I'm going to see if I can find it. Omar Agar.
Yeah.
And they've just made it a really sparkly weapon, like blinged it up. So you've got like a dead guardian, and you're just like walking around with a blinged up version of it. I find that quite ironic.
I wonder.
The Micro Mini as well. That's been reskinned as well.
The Micro Mini, like the mini tool.
No, the Micro Mini Sparrow. That's been.
Oh yeah. The tiny sparrow. Duh. I haven't used that sparrow in so long. I use the hairdryer sparrow right now, as Wee Woo would call it.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like one of them, what a fucked up dildo looking thing.
Yeah.
Yep. It's got ridges, man. It's pleasure.
Yeah, for all your ridged pleasures.
Yep. Hey, it's better than the PS5 wand. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm slightly annoyed as well that the fact that they released the. I mean, I know they were doing it for charity and whatnot to give everybody like a sneak peek at all the armor for the Dawning armor, but they shouldn't have done, in my opinion. They should have left that as a surprise.
It is what it is. I mean, we raised $1 million as a community. It's fucking insane.
Yeah, but then that just shows a lot, really, doesn't it? The fact that $1 million to charity, so whatever revenue they're making on the stuff like silver and whatnot, where is it all going to? Why are we still suffering from all these lag issues? Why have we got so many bugs?
Yeah, they need to put their money into server stability for sure. And I think half of it has to do with cross-gen play. That's what I believe it has to be, because think about it. These guys that are playing on the Series X have 60 FPS, and they're moving faster than we are on the old consoles.
And with a wider field of view.
Yep, exactly. And I think that has partially to do with the lag issues that we've been seeing. I hope they fix that.
It's hard to not get angry at people in the Crucible for lagging though.
Oh yeah, dude. I've teabagged many of Guardians lately, and I don't usually teabag. But my anger has gotten the best of me this week with PvP. That's why I'm glad we're playing Sea of Thieves, because that's a nice, relaxing game that I can just go and be a fucking pirate. Yeah, I don't know. Destiny has gotten to the point where it's just not fun for me anymore, and I just would rather play something else.
I'd say it's still fun, especially when I'm playing with you guys. Definitely
Yeah.
got more of a buzz to it, but I do see at the moment that we kind of got to take a break, play a different game, refresh, and then get back on it. It's something I will not quit. Destiny, this season has been amazing. I mean, I know we're complaining a lot, but we cannot fault that Destiny has done this season really, really well. Just the only issue is that they should have put this is the beta version, in my opinion, on the box.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
The game has been out for 6 years, and it's still as broken as it was in day one.
And that's another thing. The community is so forgiving. I was playing with a few guys the other day, and they're like, "Oh yeah, give it a couple of months." But I just remember it every time a DLC comes out. It's, "Oh yeah, give it a couple of months."
It's always it's always like
give it a
that.
couple of months. It
Give it a
shouldn't be
couple
though.
months. Give it a couple months.
Really,
Give it a
really
couple
shouldn't
months.
be.
No, as a community,
gotta
we really
stop.
need to start putting our fucking boots down.
Yeah, we don't have a couple of months.
Right. It's like this game has been like this for years. Let's step it up, Bungie. Come on.
It's awesome, that's for sure.
You guys could make a perfect game, but you guys choose not to, and it's
great that we can now have different color balls in the tower. So
right.
yeah, I think you can now see like black ones, purple ones. Well, the purple one's always been there, but I've seen the green one.
Right.
But I mean, if you can sort that out without fucking glitching, I'm pretty sure you can sort other shit out. Like,
Exactly. Like, come on. If you can have 26 people in the tower just vibing, why can't you have fucking no lag?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is frustrating, that's for sure.
Well, is there any other topics that we need to cover? I mean, we've pretty much covered everything. Oh, there's the 3 new strikes coming with exclusive weapons, 2 each, I believe.
Oh yeah, you got the Saber Strike. I can't remember the other ones though. I just know
Devil's Lair.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, Spider Tank. We'll see if it's as hard as it was in D1, because that Spider Tank had fucking aimbot, man.
Just like every weapon in this game at the moment. Looking forward to that.
I have a feeling Devil's Lair is going to be a cakewalk, especially since swords exist. Well, it's not going to be a cakewalk on GM, but like everything else, it's probably going to be a cakewalk just to run Nightfall with that being
Saber
Nightfall.
Strike was awful.
Dude, Saber Strike is going to kick some ass, especially with Arc Burn being a thing. Oh my god.
Yeah, Grandmaster that one.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one. I'm sure there was always the Yeah, no, that strike was terrifying. There's nothing like a giant shank chasing you. And I'm wondering if they're going to change the bosses. Because technically, we killed all of them, and if they're anything like they did with Omnigul, we just going to get a random ass enemy that came out of fucking nowhere and read a small ass little lore story for it real quick.
It's not come out of nowhere. She's part of the new quest line, the new ghosts and whatnot. You know, the new light storyline. So
Which I haven't
she's
played.
like, we've not done it.
Yeah.
So we don't know where she's come from, but it's definitely there. I think she's something to do with like killing Han Shaw's or Shaw Han's fire team or somewhat.
Yeah, that
So
could be a thing, because I
that's-
don't know jack shit about Han Shaw and his ugly ass, dude. Like, what? He kind of seemed random. But I guess if you
Have you
play
noticed
the
when he
Light Quest,
speaks, his bottom jaw moves, but nothing like his. That's his only thing that moves on his face. It's really weird.
oh, yeah, he doesn't even. Yeah, he's stale as shit. A weird ass character that just kind of popped up out of nowhere.
Yeah, but then again, it's part of the new light quest, so
Yeah.
I'll probably have to run that. Learn
Yeah,
a bit
me
about
too. Just to
it.
get caught up with the story, I guess. I don't know why they decided to make a new light quest, and then I understand why they did new players and shit like that, but then you got us veteran players who aren't obviously not gonna go and start from the beginning again just to
Yeah,
see
they're
some
not
shit.
going to know the pain of listening to the stranger at the final mission in D1 and go, I don't have time to explain right now, but I'll see you soon, Guardian, and then disappears for 5 years.
Yeah, literally, I was so glad she came back, man.
With no explanation. The way she's been.
I guess with the speaking of no time to explain, pulse rifles are cracked in the PvP right now. No time to explain is a 2-tap body shot. Fucking
To be fair, I think most post rifles are at the moment.
fuck no, dude.
Yeah,
Stars,
Stars
and
and
Shadows.
Shadow. I mean, it's pretty good.
It's good, but it's not nearly as good as the exotic pulse rifles right now.
But it shouldn't
It's
be though,
pay
should
to
it?
win. You know, the
Vigilance
people that
wing.
didn't buy the pre-order can't, don't have access.
You're right, it is pay to win, isn't it, really? Wow.
That is for the first couple months, and then they release it again. But yeah. I think pulse rifles may need just a little nerf, because like look at Vigilance Wing. Vigilance Wing, you get in a
I
match
kind
with
of
some.
disagree. The kinetic things need to stay. I'm not. Pulse rifles are good, but I'm not getting nailed by them. I think
Fuck, I am. When somebody uses Vigilance Wing, dude, I die almost every time. Vigilance Wing just smacks a motherfucker. But Vigilance Wing has always smacked a motherfucker.
You
Yeah,
gotta
it's
up that
always been
resistance,
pretty
bro.
good.
Especially with the Catalyst. Yeah, with the Catalyst, it's even better. Without the Catalyst, it's mediocre at best. But like with the Catalyst, dude, it's fucking insane.
Again, it's a weapon I've not really struggled with, but
It's it's
each to
different
their
for
own.
everybody.
Everyone has, yeah.
Let's talk about Eyes of Tomorrow and how bullshit that is.
Yeah, in PvP, that is a very weird weapon. Not once have I ever seen a rocket fire from the actual weapon. I see like a light come from the actual launcher itself, but I've not seen a physical rocket come from it. But I
I've
just die
seen
from it. So.
I've seen the physical rockets come from it because I was far enough away to see it. But it fires so fast, and they track you. I mean, they'll follow you to the ends of the world. Doesn't matter how fucking far you run. Um, it's crazy,
It's where I
and
think
it shoots six
yeah,
fucking rockets.
I've not seen the rockets, but
Yeah, it shoots 6 rockets at one time, and they track you. Each one tracks you. They'll go around walls, through walls, didn't matter. Oh, speaking of through walls, let's talk about that bullshit moment in that survival game we had today, where I got hit through a fucking wall, like literally a fucking huge wall, and I got hit by the damn stasis tornado through it. It froze me through the wall.
Yeah, it
yeah,
happens to me
that
all
wouldn't be
the
the
time, man.
player's fault though. That is probably something that they need to patch. Like I was saying in the raid the other day, I was just walking along and boop, straight through the wall I went, and I was like, oh, okay. It was just a normal wall,
Yeah,
and I was just
Bungie
chilling
Yeah.
out, and
Bungie
it's
needs
just
to
got a
fix their
lot of
walls,
stuff
man.
to fix. Yeah,
They need to fix their walls for sure. That's been an annoyance of everyone, I assume. There's nothing like getting sniped through a fucking wall. or let alone frozen through a wall.
You know what? Let's do it. Let's write an email to Bungie. We'll write down a list after this podcast. So the list is you need to sort out your lag. That has been going on too long. We've got wall issues, exotics that you can't be used. So for the warlock, etc., etc. What else is there?
Shit, dude, the list is too long.
No, the list is long as shit. Felwinter's Lie, you're re-releasing it. Hopefully you nerf it.
In my opinion, bring back skill-based PvP.
At least for comp.
Silly. Yeah, for comp especially.
Maybe Iron
Banner. Maybe make the special ammo drops less frequent.
Iron Banner's been a fucking ball ache.
That's what they did with D1. They made it to where you don't even spawn with special ammo. You have to get it out of like chests, like fucking heavy ammo.
Right.
Everybody hated it, but it worked. It balanced out fucking specials from kinetics. It forced people to actually use kinetics more than just shotgun running.
The game balance, like look at Iron Banner. It's either you get mercied or the opposite team gets mercied.
Yeah, dude. I don't think I've fully completed a single Iron Banner game this week, like where we actually reached the score limit.
No, it's either we slaughter them or
they slaughter us.
But it's not really slaughtering us. It's just that the point system seems a bit broken. I don't know.
They supposedly fixed that. Oh, excuse me. Another bullshit thing I'd like to talk about before we end the podcast: Arbalist and linear fusion rifles in general.
New aim assist.
Dude, lower that shit.
So good.
It's aimbot, dude. You don't even have to fucking look at a guy in your Arbalist. They'll just smack him in the face.
Yeah, it is silly. Especially, I always think it's a bit odd that, fair enough when you're rolling, like a hunter in a dodge roll, I always seem to get a headshot now. And I just think when I'm rolling now, it's just, I roll it, I am a headshot, so it's just a critical hit regardless, and I think that's a bit silly.
Or when you're jumping up from behind something, and as soon as you pop your head, they've somehow charged the shot and managed to target you and hit you. You know, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of iffy things about that gun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Arbalist.
Makes you wonder if
all the other ones like Komodo and even the new linear fusion rifle that I can't remember the name of, but all of them are just fucking insane right now. It's just the aim.
One day we'll come back to this podcast. They'll fix everything, and we will actually have compliments to pay to it.
And we'll have absolutely nothing to bitch about.
But give it a couple of months.
Yeah, give it a couple of months. More like a couple of decades. Yeah, more like a couple of decades.
Yeah, probably we'll have more things to add to the list and shit. Broken and needs.
I was just thinking what this next week's bullshit is going to be, but obviously I think Dawning is coming out, isn't it, next week? So
yeah, we'll see how bullshit the fusion rifle is.
That'll be that for the next couple of weeks with no new content, because I'll say Dawning is.
I think
I just don't want to bake cookies. I don't want to run around bake cookies and shit. I'm just not into that. It's like, why make me do that?
Go make me some ramen noodles. Let's get the ramen shop open. Let's go fry some noodles. That's what I want.
It's like I want to shoot people. I don't want to fucking be a baker.
My worry for Dawning is that this new fusion rifle is going to be worse than Erentil. And Erentil absolutely maps people right now. And Erentil needs to fucking die. For the love of fuck, that's the Felwinter's Lie of fusion rifles. You run into a guy with
I never see it.
Oh, fuck,
like
dude,
I see it one out of like maybe 20 matches, maybe.
Yeah, but then when they do run it, dude, like we're getting pissed off because they're running Erentil, and Erentil just absolutely. I mean, I know you understand. You run Telesto, and Telesto sometimes maps people, but Erentil maps people. I mean, every time. It doesn't matter how far away you are; it will hit you.
Right. Yeah, it does. It's got hand cannon range.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy. My worry is that the new Dawning fusion rifle will be just as good as Erentil, and which will be good and bad at the same time because we're going to see less Erentils and we're going to see more of that. In the coming weeks, I have a feeling that we're going to be seeing a ton of that fusion rifle in PvP, and that all depends on how good it is. And I hope it's good, but I also hope it's bad at the same time. Like Here's you a PvE fusion rifle. Don't take it to PvP.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, fusion rifles are hardly used in PvP, but when they are, they're pretty powerful. Except for Telesto. A lot of people bitch about Telesto, but in reality, Telesto takes a decent amount of skill to use. I mean, you have to time your shots perfectly because anybody
really
can just run up to you.
I mean, it definitely is a learning curve.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, same time, there's, it takes more brains to use than a Bastion, for example.
Yeah, Bastion. Don't even get me started on that. I could scream about Bastion all day. I mean, I launched my controller earlier because of Bastion, because pieces of shit crayon eating fucking Titans don't know how to fucking play the game with skilled weapons. Yeah, I'm talking about every single Titan. I don't give a fuck who's listening to this. If you're a Titan main, just know in my eyes you're a pussy ass bitch and you can't beat me in a 1v1. Suck my ass. Alright. Titans are the bane of my existence. They will forever be hated by me. Zavala, your leader, your vanguard, he's a bitch. Saint 14, a bitch. Every other Titan that's been in the lore, a bitch. Look at me, I can pop bubble and sit with my Bastion and my Fellwinter's Lie and just sit in this bubble all day. Or you know what? You know what I can do? I can fly around the fucking map like a fucking idiot, like a chicken with my head cut off with Missile Titan and just absolutely dominate you. That's what I'm gonna do. Yep. I don't care if you're 500 miles away. I hit you with it. You're dead. Suck my
So what I'm taking away from that is Titans now sound like Norbit. We'll go with that.
Titans are absolute garbage at Destiny. If you play Titan, you just prove to me that you need an easy handhold to play the game. You need somebody to hold your hand while you cross the street. You need somebody to read you bedtime stories, and you still sleep with a fucking nightlight. And you're a 35-year-old man playing a Titan.
I think probably people are going to say you're a bit bitter.
That's fine. They can call me bitter. But you know what? At the end of the day, I'm a hunter main, and I will live by the fact that hunters are the weakest class in this fucking game. Because what other melee doesn't have fucking lunge? Just the hunters. Oh, that's right.
We may be the weakest, but we are the most skilled.
Yeah. Titans, I punch you. I have overshield. Me not die now. Here's a Fellwinters for your asshole. It's like fucking. It's stupid. Yeah, it's stupid. Fucking for the love of fuck, Bungie. I understand that there's so many Titan crayon eaters in this world, but like, if you could just, like I said last week, delete the code for the Titan, that'd be great.
Stop running up on them.
They run up on me. The fuck am I supposed to do?
Run away. That's what we all do. Run away.
I'll tell you right now, when Fellwinters gets re-released, I'm gonna use it, and every single Titan that I kill with it, I'm bagging. I don't care. I want him to lick my hunter balls. Like, how's it feel? How's it feel? 2 fucking years of this shit. How's it feel?
They're probably like, oh yeah, it's fine. We'll get a few back.
Oh, it's fine. It's good. It's a good time. No, I know exactly what it's going to be. It's like, these goddamn hunters in the Fellwinter's Lie! These stupid hunters need nerfed! That's all it's going to be. It's going to be the same shit that I say about Titans, but they're going to be bitching. And then I'm going to say to them, you have an overshield. Shut the fuck up, grow some balls, and switch your character. Like, if you're playing Titan, what you need to do is, I'm gonna create a whole Titan tutorial, dude. Titan tutorial. When you click on your Titan, you log into the game, you press start, you go to the settings, you hit change character, you hold X on your Titan, and it's gone. Just like that, all the problems are gone. You click new character, you start a hunter, you grind for 40 hours to get your light level up, and then look at that, you're a skilled player again. Holy shit. Welcome back to the family.
So what I got to say to that is, welcome to invadr-nym's podcast, where he rages for the past hour just about Titans and Titans LA.
I got nothing to say about Warlocks. I respect most Warlocks. The only Warlocks that I don't respect are Celestial Fire spamming fucks. That's the only ones I don't respect. Everyone else, you're cool. You're all right. I understand, and I really respect the Nova Bomb players because Jesus fucking Christ, dude, every other
The worst
subclass is so
super.
much better. It's so much better. But you guys are dedicated to the bomb, and I respect that because Nova Bomb misses almost every fucking time.
Well, it's like it's not the bomb. You're just wanting the other shit that comes with that subclass.
Exactly. It's like I respect it because Nova
You're
Bomb's not an
stuck
easy
with the bomb.
subclass to
That's
play.
the thing.
It's the same thing with Tether Hunters. It's not an easy subclass to play. You have to have good timing with Tether in order to be successful with Tether.
Yeah, the abilities are everything there. That's what you need for the.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I hate is when Titans will say, "Oh, hunters only rely on their abilities." The fuck kind of abilities are we relying on? Our lunge melee? Oh wait, that doesn't exist. Our smoke grenades? Oh wait, that doesn't do shit. Our invisibility? Oh, that's been nerfed to piss thanks to you bitch babies. What other abilities? Oh, you talking about the one that steals your super? Last time I checked, you fucking had a suppressor grenade that you could build back every 2 seconds. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, sounds about right.
All right, exactly. It's like, oh, you guys rely on your abilities way too much. The fuck ever. Most hunters, the only abilities, because even our exotics don't even help us out, man. We don't. The only ability that's even useful anymore is that new fucking blink dodge with the helmet. That's pretty much the most useful exotic for a hunter now, other than Dragon Shadow, which you can fucking get ammo
I
back.
use Stompies to be fair. The mobility on those gives
Yeah,
me.
stompies are great to mix, especially with like guns that have lightweight frames, like shotguns and shit. It's great to run with stompies. Stompies are useful, but hardly anyone actually uses them. Most people just run around with the new helmet or Dragon Shadow or hell, even the last few fucking Night Stalkers out here running 6 Coyote.
May they rest in peace.
Yeah, R.I.P. I've been a Stasis player since fucking Stasis came out, and I'm actually that's not true. All day today I was using Gunslinger. I was using
Yeah,
Golden Gun.
true.
Going back to my old ways, my old roots. I'm like, I haven't played Golden Gun since D1. Let me pull it out and dust off the old guns. Um, I will not touch Arc Strider. Arc Strider can lick my nuts. Um, I don't care if I get a ranged melee with it where I can lunge and punch. It ain't worth it. Our hunter melees don't do jack shit anyway, so what the fuck's the point? Um, the only reason I will ever play Arc Strider is if I want to cosplay as fucking Donatello from Ninja Turtles. It's true. But yeah, I have nothing else to talk about. I've spoke my piece with the Titans, and I will stand by me hating Titans to the day I die.
Oh, I think we can tell from that, mate.
Oh yeah, fuck Titans. Fuck Titans.
Poor little buggers.
I mean, it's not their fault that they have 2 brain cells and don't know how to use a hand cannon. Yeah, it's a happy time. Do you guys have any other topics you guys want to talk about?
Nah, I think we've gone through.
I think I'm good, dude.
All right, guys. Well, this has been Shiggity episode 5. I had to remember because I said the wrong episode name last time. So episode 4, he says, "Oh, welcome to Shiggity episode 3." It's not episode 3; it's episode 4. Anyway, it's been Shiggity episode 4. Not sure what the title's gonna be. It's probably just gonna be
Episode 5.
episode 5. Bungie, fix your shit. There we go. That's the title.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Peace out, bitches.
Peace out, bitches. Titans lick my nuts as always.